Good morning, everyone. Don't say I didn't warn you. If you didn't watch my last video, you got a warning that the next time you saw me, I might be bald because my hair was falling out a lot. I have extremely thick hair, so I know it looks like I still have a lot, but you can see where the bald patches were coming in and in the back. And just because my hair was so thick and getting absolutely everywhere, I had them shave it last night, and she said in the next 3 or 4 days this will all come out too. So, but it'll make much less of a mess because it's a lot shorter. And to be honest, I wasn't upset about it at all. One of the things I did to prepare myself was cut my hair short before going through this treatment. In fact, because this treatment's been delayed a while, it was actually probably about a year ago that I cut my hair off. So as of like a year or so ago, Mark and me had taken clippers to my hair and made it a lot shorter, you know? And that was the hairstyle you saw that I had in my previous videos. But before that, I've had long hair my whole life, you know, down past my shoulders. And usually, as I got older, would wear it mostly like in a ponytail or things like that. So I thought it was going to be pretty dramatic to have to go from that long hair that I took care of, that I would, you know, I did all kinds of things, keratin treatments and everything to make it nice, to going bald. So I decided I would do it in stages, and it worked out very well for me. I wasn't upset at all once I saw my hair gone. It didn't bother me at all because I got used to having, you know, really short haircuts that weren't exactly my cup of tea anyway, you know, not glamorous at all. And it has really also helped me get rid of that part of the ego that is so concerned with how you look and, you know, being beautiful on the outside to get positive reinforcement. I've been able to work through a lot of that because growing up, that was one of the main things that, you know, girls growing up are valued on. The way they look, their attractiveness, etc. And because that gets drilled in, even when they're little, at a little age, you hear a little 4 or 5 year old and they're getting complimented on how beautiful they are and how cute they are, which is wonderful. But I think there is, you know, a lot of pressure in our society for women to look good. I see whenever I see like women posting on Instagram, you can obviously tell that they've had cosmetic surgery or, you know, other things done to them to enhance their appearance. And it really sort of makes me sad. I wish that they didn't feel like they needed to do that to be accepted and loved by society. And for me, I think over these last few years, I've been able to develop a level of self-love so that, and my husband, Mark, of course, as you've heard in every video, is completely awesome and supportive. And he calls me beautiful like this and is completely loving. So I can't deny that. I can't say I did this on my own, but developing a good self-love, you know, really loving yourself. If you can do that, then you can basically do anything. And having a supportive partner is the most awesome thing in the world. So that's the talk about my hair. Now let's get to some other good news. So yesterday I was having a lot of leg pains, and they said, you know what, I bet you're building a lot of cells. And I was. So my white blood cell count went from 1.4 to 6.4. I have not seen a white blood cell count that high in like 6 years, literally, because of what happened at Penn with the overdose. Like, I'd be lucky if I hit a 4, which is the low normal. Usually I was riding in the 2s and 3s. This whole time I've been very vulnerable. My immune system's been weak for like the past 5 years, which is why my children, even after COVID, had to wear masks to school, which they did so lovingly without complaint. Mark had the mask everywhere he went to, just because my immune system was so low. Now, this 6.4 doesn't mean that I can just go run around and without a mask. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's just how it is. Most of those cells are still immature cells, not fully grown. So it's going to take, in total, 90 days for me to have enough fully grown cells that I won't need extra protection. So we are 2 weeks into those 90 days already. I think it's going to fly, especially because it's the winter time and it's not like, I want to go out a lot. But by the summertime, I'll be able to go everywhere, and I'm so excited about that. Now for the next number, my hemoglobin. Yep, my hemoglobin. That is up from 7.9 to 8.5, and that should just continue to rise. So that's awesome. And another big change was in my platelets. My platelets went up from 15 to 36. Huge, more than double. So I'm really doing really well on making the cells. My only concern is that I'm still having a lot of difficulty swallowing. I was able to eat some oatmeal today, but swallowing water hurts a lot. And I'm unable to take, excuse me, sorry about my hand in front of the camera. I just want to wipe my, I'm unable to take a lot of my pills by mouth. And so I'm just concerned that my counts will get high enough, but I personally won't be able to maintain eating and drinking and taking my medicine. So I'm hoping that they consider that also when they look at a release date. Not that I want to stay in this hospital any longer than necessary, but I just don't want to go through all of this trouble and then have another setback because I can't eat or drink or take my meds, because that has been like my primary big side effect from this whole thing. So let me see if I have anything else. So the last thing I want to do, as I do and done in several videos now, is again give shout outs to people who've been incredibly helpful to me. And of course, number one shout out is always my husband, Mark. He's so dear. He's gone, so he works at the hospital. So he's here and he logs on to his computer and he works for his company during the day. Monday through Friday, he did that. Saturday and Sunday, he went back to the house and spent at least 8 hours each day cleaning to get it ready for me to come home. Wow. Shout out to my mom. My mom, as I mentioned in the last video, I think it was the last video. I'm sorry, just going to try to take a little sip. My mom, in the last video, I talked to you about how she's been taking care of my cat, Grayson. He's an older cat and he needs his wet food twice a day. So that's a big burden that she's taken on, and she's done that. And then in addition, she's paying for a cleaning lady to come in today and do even more cleaning. Like Mark did a lot of the organizing, getting things straightened up and stuff like that. And this cleaning lady will come in and do more of the dusting and vacuuming, etc. So she's volunteered and is paying for that, which is so good. And her and my Aunt Faith are both going to the house to assist with the cleaning today. So, and just to oversee and everything, to make sure everything goes like they would want it to go. So I am just so grateful for both of them. I just have so much support around me, and it's wonderful. And last but certainly not least, my sister Lauren has been taking care of my wonderful dog Maribel. She is my heart, and that poor dog is in a depression, they say, because she hasn't seen me in 14 days. And so, I gotta pause. Sorry about the interruption. I learned, instead of stopping and rewriting or redoing the whole video, now I just have awkward pauses where I have to pause when somebody comes in and try to remember what I was thinking about. Oh, I was in my thankful, and I was thanking my sister because she's been taking such good care of my dog. And I know that Maribel, she is in a depression, but if my sister wasn't taking care of her, it would be so much worse. She probably wouldn't even be eating, you know? So that's one of the things I'm looking most forward to when I get out, is seeing my dog. I'll have to wear a mask and try to keep her from licking me, but I just can't wait to see her. And I'm just so appreciative of my sister for taking such good care of her, because she is my heart, you know? And so I'm just so thankful for everybody in my life who has supported me through this transplant. It has just been quite a journey, and without all of your prayers, intention, and support, I don't know how I would have made it through. So I love you. Thank you. And I'm praying for anyone who is going through any suffering, physical, mental. You're in my heart.